Okay, today we're actually taking a survey within the FMHS student body class. We are going to see how many people feel that they have self-esteem issues. Some of these surveys actually have X's on them. I do not know what students have the X's on their paper. This is called a double-blind procedure. The people that have X's are going to be interviewed after their survey is taken. Half of the room has been assigned as the experimental group. This side of the room is going to be seen having someone try to provoke them to write down the correct answer. The control side of the room can write down whatever answer they feel is correct. Now let's go in and see how these students are doing on their surveys. As you can see, Lane is actually walking around trying to convince the kids what they should write down on their surveys. It's provoking them to do the experimental bias of the survey. This side of the room is doing how they feel is right on the survey. It's based on their personality differences. Now I'm going to pull out the kids that have the X's on their papers. If you have an X on your paper, will you please come out in the hall with me? Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a group of questions. So, how do you guys feel that this survey went so far? Do you feel it's effective in any way?
Well, what's it aiming to accomplish?
What do you feel that it's aiming to accomplish?
I feel like it's trying to talk about your look, like your.
How you feel about yourself?
I feel like it's trying to classify you by how you look.
Okay, so do you not feel like that it's actually asking you like self-esteem questions, like trying to figure out if half of the student body has self-esteem issues?
I don't think the questions will figure out if you have like self-esteem problems.
Okay, and if this was given out as like a school-wide survey, would you guys take it seriously?
No, probably not.
And do you guys find yourself lying a lot on surveys that are given out by the school about questions?
Actually, no.
No?
Not really.
Okay. That's all. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, this is the surveys that we have been given. There are a lot of good things and bad things about surveys. One of the good things about surveys is that you can really determine what's going on throughout your community. However, the bad thing about this survey was that I really did not take the time to figure out the half of the student body that needed to be experimented with it. This was the student senate, so many of these students really don't have self-esteem issues. Many of them are actually boosted up by self-confidence. So if there's one thing that needed to be changed in this survey, it would have been finding the correct group of people to experiment with. Another thing that was very wrong with this survey was that it was not effective. The questions were very wordy and they were awkward. If your questions are wordy on a survey, you're going to lose your opponents. You're going to lose your people that you're trying to get. And they really won't answer the questions correctly. Another thing that was wrong with this survey is that it could be bias. These students could be writing down how they feel they should feel about themselves. They may just be writing down the social bias, meaning that they will write down how their peers should feel or how they think the survey wants to be known. But overall, this survey went pretty well, and I feel that it was very effective.